It was very exciting. I was a little nervous at first, didn't really know what to expect. It's the first start, you want everything to go right. And for the most part, it did. And we got a chance to go out and run a lot of plays. We executed a lot real well. The offensive line did great. I don't think I got touched today. Our wideouts got the ball real well, and we just put points on the board.
It was up to you, more passes, I guess, where you'd like to see him play.
You
could have thrown around a little more if you wanted to, if the coaches let you throw the ball a little more today.
Oh, yeah, I would say. I guess it kind of got out of hand a little quick, but, what happened. So just glad we got step one done.
Were you anxious to show that, you can throw the ball? I mean, you ran against Allen. It seemed like they focused on just having you throw out there.
Yeah, I was very anxious to show that I can throw the ball. Like I said, I can run when I have to. A guy saw that in the Alamo Bowl. But, I can sling. I can really throw the ball once I get my reads down and, find the open guy. I can really get the ball delivered on time. So, hope I was able to prove that a little more today.
Do you expect things to change at all next week or in the foreseeable future about the way that they're using the quarterbacks with you starting and bringing Pat in at some point? Are you determined? I'm really not sure. They made sure this week that we get a lot of reps. I did, and made sure he got a lot of reps this week. I don't really know the mentality of what's going to happen next week or when we get into the Big Ten season, but they had made it. They made it for certain this week that both of us were going to play. I don't really know. You got to talk to coaches about that.
You said earlier this week that you and Pat were probably going to room last night.
Mm-hmm.
Did you? And did you have a heart-to-heart, as they may say?
We didn't really have much of a heart-to-heart, but the starter and the backup, they roomed together on the road and back at home. And at first I thought I didn't really know what was going to happen because of what has went down this week, but. We talked scouting report, we talked coverages and blitzes, stuff to expect today, and we just talked football for the most part. So it went well. It went real well. So I don't really see any commotion going on with that anymore. I mean, like I said, because before everything happened, and even after, I would say now that we've been cool. We've been pretty good friends. So it'll continue.
What was your morning like? I mean, just riding that first seat on the bus. You talked about it being a dream come true that you're finally at this point. But can you? Obviously, talking about it on Tuesday or Wednesday is not going to, be anything like doing it on Saturday. What was that morning like for you?
When we first got on the bus, Derek Williams was sitting behind me, and I had my headphones on, and the bus started. The driver had started the engine. I'm like, it's finally here, and we started to drive and make that little trail that we always do for home games. And you start seeing a lot of the fans cheering and screaming, and then we finally got to the part where we stopped and get off the bus, and the door opened, and I looked out, I'm like, it's here, and it was just, I'll never forget this feeling that I had this morning. I mean, I was excited, anxious, nervous, everything, but the time is now, man, and just going to have to keep working hard, and, hopefully everything goes well this season. Because I feel like we have a real special thing going right now.
Did Joe say anything to you riding next to you in the front of the bus? Or?
He told me, make sure today you go out and play play within yourself, and just make sure that you try your best to stay mistake free. Don't force anything, and just do what you do at practice, and everything will be fine. That made me feel good.
I'm sorry. Did you like any particular throws that you made? I got a couple in mind, but do you recall any that you were particularly pleased with?
Probably the one over the middle to Jordan
on the third and 13.
Mm-hmm. I would say the timing versus too deep when we have all verticals. He's the adjuster on whether he stays down the hash or he turns it into a post. And you read too deep, and he stemmed up the safety and brought it in. It was kind of like a timing post, and I knew he was going to be open. So I just let it go, and he went up and got it.
Anything else?
Probably the touchdown. Yeah, the touchdown.
Nice touch.
Red man coverage. Watched a lot of film this week, and they play a lot of man, and I feel like in man-to-man coverage, all our receivers are open. You know?
Pretty long for a fade route. I mean, it seemed like you
it
were
was a
on
corner.
the opposite
It was
hand.
a smash combination. You know, outside wide out runs a hitch, inside runs a post corner.
I mean, you really had to loop that.
Right, you had to. I mean, just in case you have that outside defender leaves his hitch and tries to play the corner. But
did the coaches want to see certain throws out of you? You think, and did you?
I don't think they wanted to see certain throws.
throws.
I just think that they wanted to see throws, period, and the reads that I made, and they wanted to make sure that I was on time today. And for the most part, I think it happened that way. So,
what do you think of Pat's performance?
He played well. He played real well. He came right in and threw a great pass to Jordan. You know, he read it right, and I told him before he went in. You know, I said, going out there and let it all out, man. Let it all hang out. You know, he can, like I said before, he can get the job done. You know, he plays very, very well. So, I thought he handled himself well today.
Daryll, how scaled back was the offense today?
I think it was pretty. Yeah, it was pretty scaled back. There's a lot of things that we've done over the preseason that you guys have not even seen yet. You know, I don't really know if we'll unravel it next week or we'll save it save it for the Big Ten. I really don't know what's going to happen, but on Monday we'll watch film on this game here, and then start watching film on Oregon State and see what happens.
Talk about whenever it happens, how excited are you guys to kind of unleash everything that you have been working?
We're really excited, and because it worked pretty well during the defense, during the preseason, and I feel like if things are working against the defense we have, it can work against anybody. I think we have a very, very tough defense, so we'll see.
Daryll, this is a game where Joe won and tied Bobby Bowden for all-time wins by major college coaches. Do players follow that kind of stuff at all?
I mean, we know that it's there, and but we try not too much to think about it. We just go out and play, and hopefully get the W. It's very, very, very impressive record to have for Coach. But we plan on winning more games than just one. You know what I mean? We trying to go out there and win and have him surpass Bobby Bowden by however many wins. So we'll see, man. We'll see.
You talked about you were going to be anxious coming into today, but you didn't appear to play nervous at all from the get-go.
I talked to my dad before the game, and I told him, I was like, you know what, Dad, I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a little nervous. Hey, man, don't make me smack you through this phone, man. Ain't nothing to be nervous about, man. Just go out there and play your game. Turn that nervousness to excitement, man. It's just like playing in the backyard. You know what I mean? You work hard all spring, all winter, all spring, all summer. Just go out and let it show, man. You know what I mean? And I think that phone call really brought me down.
Talk about the job the running backs did today.
Oh, man. Took a little pressure off me, I tell you that. Royster, Stephon Green, Brent Carter, and even Brandon Beecham when he came in, and they all ran well. And they did a good job with